Day.
Yay! And the sun is shining.
It's snowing here.
Again?
The sun is shining. Yeah, I went out to take Eli for a walk and it was, snowing.
Just to be clear,
and that's not an April Fool's. That's a true story.
Oh, it's April Fool's. I was going to say, just to be clear to anyone watching, Eli is her dog.
Not my child.
Let
my child out for a walk.
Come on. No, we better not go down that road of jokes. So, yes, good morning and happy Friday. And yeah, it was very frosty this morning on my walk with Nemo, the dog. But yeah, it's now just glorious sunshine and clear blue skies. So
lovely. Yeah, there's still clear blue skies. It's really weird this week, actually. I've heard everyone say it. They're like, it's snowing, but it's still sunny outside.
How is that even possible? Don't we need the clouds for the snow?
Yeah, I did wonder that earlier. Because I thought somebody had thrown fag ash at me. I was like, what is that? And then I just saw that it was coming down. I was like, oh, okay.
Someone's just walking behind you, flicking ash at you.
Like some really kind of
So good morning. I'm Steph.
And I am Debs. And together we are
Stebbington! Boom!
Bringing the world together.
Or making the world more efficient would probably be a little bit closer to what we do. This is an early one for us. We normally are one at 12, as our loyal fans know. So I hope you're all out of bed and watching this with a cup of tea. You're probably going to need it because I've already had my cup. And yeah, Debbie's go. I'm curious, actually, how many people are coffee people and how many people are tea? Because I know coffee seems to take the world. Everyone's like, oh, I have to have your coffee in the morning. But I know both of us would only have tea in the morning.
Yeah, but you don't even have real tea. You don't even have milk or anything in it. You just have like...
I don't have real tea. It's a tea bag. It's green tea. I love green tea.
Oh, and it's green tea. Yeah, so that to me is that's not a morning tea. That's like during the day tea. I'd never drink it anyway. I just don't like coffee. I think coffee's just gross.
Yeah. Oh, I do. I found out this morning that Lee has 3 cups of coffee in the morning. 3. I was like, what? He has one before as soon as he wakes up. Then he has another one while he's getting ready for work. And then another one on his way to work. I think that's crazy. Could you imagine 3 cups of coffee in us?
He has got the kind of job he needs to stay awake for, though. So I don't mind that too much.
To be fair, I think most jobs you should stay awake for.
Well, yeah, but he's a bit dangerous if he happens to nod off. If he nods off, that's not going to be good, is it?
So it makes me laugh.
You just keep drinking coffee, Lee. I've got your back. here.
I wasn't going to take it away from him, trust me. No.
It's not very nice if he doesn't have it. So. No. Oh, bless him. He's never even going to watch this. He's never going to know.
No. Shout out to my husband if he actually did watch. So yeah, anyway, happy Friday, everyone. How are you? What's the weather like? Do you drink tea or coffee? Let us know. And we'll just jump in, shall we? So this week, we are going to talk Airtable. We love Airtable. We're going to go through a little kind of case study on someone that we have recently helped, a wonderful coach. And just talk about it. So before that, though, on this day.
Yes. So as you may well be aware, today is the 1st of April. So therefore, it is April Fool's Day. So yay! I wanted to jump into the origins of April Fool's and find out what it's all about.
Oh, fun.
Back in 1582, the French switched from the Julian calendar to the Gregorian calendar, which made New Year's Day be on the 1st of January instead of the 1st of April. But because in those days they didn't have things like Facebook and, newspapers and stuff, some people didn't know. So they'd still ring the bells on the 1st of April and they were considered to be the April Fools. So people would play pranks on them. For instance, the Centurious prank, which I don't know, it's just amazing. They would stick the Poisson d'Avril, which means April fish, to their backs. Which symbolised they were gullible, young, and didn't really know what was going on. That is a classic. And then I think we should bring that back. That is the origin of April Fool's Day.
Wow, I never knew that, and that is awesome. Thank you for sharing. And
you're very welcome.
Have you done any April Fools?
No.
You normally? Oh no. No, I didn't either. Because...
Josh went to school and Steve's already at work, so
no. Thanking yourself or your dog.
I just really appreciate a good April Fool's joke.
Could you imagine?
Really,
April Fool's, Eli. Be like, what? Great. No,
so that's what he does.
No, we didn't do any in our house either because, because like that's too early for everyone in the morning. I can't. And I don't think
news because they normally do some like on the morning news programs and stuff, don't they? But I haven't even had that on this morning, so I don't know if they've done any. I don't know if you really at the moment. I don't know.
It's a bit tense. Is it appropriate? We're going to go down that rabbit hole of like, I don't know if, no. I would like to do some, but I never really remember. I am normally the April Fool. People do it on me, and because you know what I'm like, I believe anything.
I do that every day. My little poisson d'avril.
Just walking around with a fish. They said that like Robin kind of got us earlier, but that was just she was having a nosebleed and it's hay fever season, and she was like, "Mummy, Daddy!" We're like, "Oh my God, what's happening?" We both ran up the stairs, and there's a drop of blood, a drop. It's like
it's got gory April.
Yeah, I think she's just dramatic. Anyway, so April Fools, the origins, and have any of you played any tricks on anyone today? Have you done any April Fools? Let us know. Because we do love a good laugh. And did that person find it funny? Because sometimes they do kind of, they don't work out well, do they?
Yeah. So I think what the biggest April Fool is today is my hair. Sorry, I don't mean to be all girly in that, but I'm really apologise. The state of this, I keep catching sight of it. I'm being very vague
it's like a cartoon hair.
It's just awful. I don't know what's happening here. So.
Just do what I do. Chuck it up on a Friday.
I can't believe I'm live to tens of people.
Tens of people.
Not even tens of people. But anyway.
One. Anyway, thanks for watching.
Your mum. Hi, Carol.
Hi, Mum. Hope you're getting your kitchen done. Oh, she's had a nightmare with that. Okay. But that's a whole different story. So, yes, Airtable. And I'm just going to mute. Do you still have my cough? Yes. It's for everyone. Yeah. COVID
went
cough.
On mute, I barked. I can't wait to watch that back because it kind of looks like that.
My cough is literally like a whooping cough. If you've got a barking cough, isn't that the sign of whooping? Anyway, okay, so Airtable. Airtable is brilliant. And I don't know if you've noticed that. I think you did actually, because I saw you commented, so you must have noticed. More and more people are getting on board with the love for Airtable. And there's a reason for this, because it's awesome. It has so many capabilities within that system software. Like it's so much more than just a grid, isn't it?
Yeah, but so much more than a spreadsheet.
Yeah, and it links really well. You can actually, the integrations it has automations within itself. You can create the different views. So like we love spreadsheets, we love that kind of view, so it works. But there's also like you can have a gallery view, a Kanban, the calendar. The calendar view is really handy if you're booking in things and people and you need to know where you're at. It's all, and then you've got the form, which you can just send a link to people and they can fill out their details and instantly in the CRM. As well as that, I lost my train of thought. Sorry, I saw the police go by again. I think they're looking for someone in the estate. Maybe. You can also share the different views with people. So like that, you can have, if there's certain information you want to share with clients, you can just send them a link to a particular view. They can't edit the details, but they can see it and they can copy something that they need. So say there was like an email address in there that they wanted, they can do that.
But on that side as well, you can also collaborate. So if you wanted the customer or team member or something to also, you can all go into it and it just works really nicely if you're both in it at the same time.
Yeah.
Unlike other Google-based. Can be a bit clunky sometimes when you're collaborating, but Airtable works really well if you've got a couple of people in it.
It does, and it's very much value for money. I mean, you've got the free version anyway, and within that, you still have a certain amount of capabilities. Of course, they're not going to give you everything, but they will give you most of it. And they kind of tease you a little bit. And at the moment, they're still beta testing the designer interface, aren't they? So you can still utilize that at the moment. I do think that will end up being something that has to go on the pro license, or
I think it's
even just the standard license. But while they're still beta testing, use it, because they will let you keep it even when they start charging for it. If you created that on the free version, you get to keep that one on the free version. That's just I really think I like the company ethos with Airtable. They're really helpful as well, aren't they? Like they're a good company.
Really helpful.
They have good software, and they also have good customer support, which I think I hear quite a lot about the others that aren't quite as supportive.
And the other thing as well with the pricing is the pricing doesn't go off like others. Mental. I think it's like to get like the first paid thing. I think it's just under $10 a month. I think.
It's $12. So I think depending on the conversion rate.
Under $10.
Which
strange rate, but which is nothing really. I mean, and you can get pretty much everything with that. The more you pay, the more kind of records or whatever you get, but you get the functionality from the first lot of paid stuff pretty much. So but the free version we've used quite well. I think the only time we've run into a problem is when somebody's got a lot of data. So a record is classed as a row in Excel. So
a person.
You've got 1,200 of those. So if you have more than 1,200 in your column, then you will have to do the paid version. But there are ways around it. We did find a way around it, but it's a bit more faffy.
There's always, and it's the same with the automation. You only get to some of the basic automations initially, but there is ways around that as well if you want to use Zapier, because Zapier does integrate well with it. You can do a lot with Zapier and Airtable, so it's nice and it links things together. So we love that, because that's what we do. So someone recently that we helped was like that. We said was a coach, and when we spoke to them, they'd started a couple of spreadsheets, hadn't they? They had a spreadsheet here for one, and then they started again. They were like, that new quarter, new effort, created a new spreadsheet, or there was another spreadsheet with different data that was being held for a event that they'd put on, so they'd put some data in there as well, and it was all just, what's that word that you like to use? Discombobulated?
Discombobulated, but that doesn't really fit there. But
okay, well, I tried. How very
but
droll.
That's okay. I see what you mean. I see where you're going. It was all a bit,
That always reminds me of so very droll. When I first learned that word, guys, it was years ago. Like, we're talking 15 years ago. I was using it for a while, and I wasn't using it right. But
no,
anyway.
you don't have one. You were, but you used it excessively. Like, everything was very droll. Very droll.
Droll. How droll of me. Droll is a good word. Does everyone love it?
It's a great word. It's a great word.
But so like that, everything was kind of everywhere. And because of that, she was never actually really using anything to track, there was no way of tracking who she'd spoken to or when she'd spoken to, because even the records weren't completely up to date. There's kind of a lack of lead management, like not measuring where she's getting the most leads from, what was the best use of her time, the old ROI, return of investment. I think people use that a lot with money, but I actually think of it a lot with time, like where you're going to put your time and get the most use out of it and the most return from it. They had no way to measure conversion rates, anything. So what did we do, Debs?
We stepped in.
And put in Airtable.
Airtable, yeah.
We did. We stepped in and said, hey, stop. Airtable. So we took all the data they already had, put it all into Airtable. And then Airtable has great functionality again, because it does have the different tabs, but it's also, you can utilize the view function. And I think that's a really handy thing, isn't it? So Airtable became the database. That's where she needed to go. She had MailerLite, so we got the MailerLite pointing to the Airtable as well, so that they spoke to each other. So if someone filled out a form, we'd also set up a little form. So if she met someone, she could either do it herself. You can save it as a home button on her phone, and that like an app, basically. Click on it and quickly fill in their details. Or she could actually send them that link, and they could put in their own details. And if they clicked yes to subscribing, it would then ping to MailerLite, and they would then be there under the specific tag, ready to be sent newsletters to, or offers, or whatever she needs to do. There was also, for event management, we also added in another tab for that, and for social media.
Yeah.
So it was all there in one spot. So she didn't have to kind of fill out any different spreadsheets or go, oh, I need to fill out that spreadsheet. So, thank you, Eli. And I think the key thing is what is it when he barks? I need to cough. I don't know. So I think the key thing is once you start getting used to using a new CRM, and that's the key thing, is we can do all this amazing integration and automation and add it all in and make it look nice, but our clients, they have to start using it. So once they've started using it, which she has now, she loves it. And it's because she gets into the habit now of going on every day. And it's like everyone knows, I'm sure, who's watching, that create a habit, you just have to kind of do it. I think it's 21 days. Do it consistently for 21 days. So make it into a habit that you open that CRM first thing in the morning and you've got it there. Who do you need to follow up with? We have it sorted, the different views. So people she needs to follow up with, people that she might have spoken to a couple of years ago and weren't quite ready to work with her, might be ready now. And we've also added in I love this little one on Airtable. You know, when it has the automatically, it puts in the date when that record was last updated.
Yeah,
so they don't have to. Yeah, that was it. Last modified, and you can actually be specific on which fields that it counts to. So if you've just updated their name or an email address because you might have got it wrong, it wouldn't necessarily take that as the last modified. But if you update the notes or when you last spoke to them or something, you can take that data. So yeah. So now, what's the benefits? Well, she can now track everything. She now knows who she needs to speak to. She doesn't have to remember. She doesn't lose anyone because she didn't follow up. Following up is key. Thank you. Shout out to Guy Boyden for that. One of the best lessons he taught me. I love doing shout outs now. You started something in me, Debs.
You can mock me for them, but they were good.
But
shout out to Eli.
Shout out to Eli because he wants to get involved. Nemo's just like passed out behind me, like literally just laying there. But yeah, giving back time, because that's the most, because she's no longer going from spreadsheet to spreadsheet, and she's going to be able to earn more money because she's remembering to follow up and who to keep going.
Also, that's the other thing is it's all in the cloud. So as much as you might have a spreadsheet, if you lose that spreadsheet, it's kind of lost if your laptop breaks, unless you backed it up. You've lost it. So being in the cloud also really helps out as well.
And that happened to someone recently, we know, didn't it? That they'd lost nearly their last 3 months of work because their computer went and the hard drive and that happens. Obviously, we would recommend backing up or back up to the cloud and external hard drive.
Back it in.
Let me bug in.
But yeah, no, we do. The only cons about Airtable is there are some things that I think they really need to work on, which you don't get in the free version, but I believe you can get in the paid version, is it will not highlight which are duplicates in your list.
That is
I didn't realise how much I used in Excel. So there are a couple of little bits that it doesn't quite do as well as Excel does. Unless you can do the coding or doing some special scripts and stuff like that. So that's the only thing. But you really have to, if you're just using it nice and simply, then it works really, really well. But it's when you start trying to make it do a couple of things that were very simple in Excel, not quite simple on Airtable, because it isn't a spreadsheet.
No, but again, there's different ways of doing that. For one, looking at the root cause of why are there duplicates. That was useful. And yeah, no, sometimes it's worth paying that $12 a month, you know?
Yes. Yeah. No, definitely. I'll do on that.
But yeah, so Airtable, we love it. If you have used Airtable, let us know. Do you love it too? Or have you started using it and not sure what the full functionality is of Airtable? Because we are always happy to share this knowledge because it's just such a useful CRM, isn't it? It really is.
Check it.
Check.
Yeah.
So, Airtable, do you love it? Do you hate it? Do you not care? Let us know. We'd love to know. And that's it, I think, on the Airtable. So, have you got your guitar today?
Not today, no. I didn't get my guitar.
So, you doing your hair?
It's time for it. Oh, God. Looks like my mum's hair.
Shout out to Debbie's mum. She definitely won't watch.
Shout out to mum. Right, so I've got 3 little acronyms for you.
You have?
These because we're reading on for quite a while. So, gonna whiz through these. So, first one, which I believe we do a lot. TMI.
Too much information.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, I'm an oversharer. It's how my brain works.
We both are. Okay, right. We're gonna get this one. PDQ.
Personal development questionnaire?
No. Pretty damn quick.
Oh, I love that. I literally just made that up. I was just like, Peter, yeah.
It's quite a good one though. And this one you should really get, and I hope you do. B2C.
Business to consumer.
Yeah, or customer, yeah.
Oh yeah. Woo! Okay. And whenever you say that you should get it, I'm like, I'm probably not.
That's 2 out of 3, which ain't bad, mate.
2 out of 3 ain't bad.
And with the acronym game, we actually totaled up the other day, and it turns out we've both got the same score. So apparently we are the same person. We do want to do a new game. So if anyone watching this thinks of a new, very quick game, we can just put at the end of our lives, give us some examples and let us know.
Or we can make it a longer game and we'll do less chat before. Let us know. What do you think? We do love a bit of feedback. You don't have to be really public if you're going to be harsh. Private message us. But if it's nice things, please do put it in the comments below. And so, yeah, Stebbington, we can't help you with your work-life balance, but we can help balance your work life, delivering efficiency with a smile.
So if you're looking for some help to get a project across the line, or you have a specific question that you need some help with your systems, why not let us know? We can try and make you more efficient. And just give us a shout at admin@stebbington.com and we will help you out.
Boom. Have a great day, everyone. Happy Friday. Thank you for watching. Oh, and have a great weekend. Yeah. Oh, it's exciting this weekend. Yeah. See you next week. Maybe not the same time, but we will see you next Friday. Thank you for watching.